What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video we're creating a cartoon illustration of Yoshi from Super Mario. For today's lesson we'll need some white paper and something to draw with. I'm using this 0.7mm mechanical pencil with a 2B graphite stick. Now if you want more details about this pencil, I'll leave the link in the description below. Now the first thing you want to do is block out the basic shape before we get into the details. Let's start by adding a line coming down the center of our page. So we'll start from the very top. It's going to lightly work our way down towards the bottom using these short lines. Now along the top of our page on the right side, I'm going to draw a large circle for the end of the nose. So we'll start right about here. Just going to rough this in. The circle doesn't have to be perfect. We can always go back and just smooth this out later. Now in the center of that circle, draw a straight line going across towards the right, and then extend that out towards the left. From the bottom left side of our circle, let's draw a smaller circle for the cheek, going around and then back up. Let's go to the top left side of our cheek. We're going to go up and then bend that in. Now I want to tuck the mouth in behind the cheek and the nose. So we're going to step down, curve this across towards the right, and then bend that back up and in. And we'll add a curve along the bottom for the tongue. Let's trace the mouth along the outside, starting underneath the nose, coming down, and just pull that in behind the cheek. Let's go back to the left side of the nose. We're going to add a curve across the bottom of the eye. We're going to come down and then out. Let's go back to the front, draw a straight angled line going up in between the eyes. I just want to round out the brow, going up and then back down on the left. Let's tuck the right side in behind. We're going to go up and then come down. Now we're going to move down and add some shape to the body. Let's start in between the cheek and the mouth. Let's curve the body going around, come down towards the bottom. Now it's going to curve that up towards the tail, to right about there. Now going back to the top, let's step out underneath the cheek, curve the back, coming down, around, and then up towards the end of the tail. Let's move over towards the right side underneath the mouth. We're going to curve the belly. We're going to go out, come down towards the bottom, and just pull that up towards the tail. Now on the edge of the body along the top, we're going to draw an oval for the socket of the left arm. Along the bottom, go out and then down towards the hand. Let's go up to the top of that socket, draw another curve, just follow that same curve. And then on the end, we're going to draw a large circle to define the size of the hand. Let's line up the top of the arm over on the right side in behind the body. Bend this arm going out and up. Step down, draw that same curve. Now I want to draw that same size circle on the end of the arm. I'm just going to rough this in. Now in the center of the body along this trim, we're going to draw a circle for the leg going all the way around. And we're going to bend this leg going up. Let's start from the top of the circle, go up towards the knee, and then bend that down. Now in the center of that circle, bend the leg coming down and then out towards the right. Let's round out the foot. Just going to pull this up towards the toe. Bend this in and then back down towards the heel. Let's go back to the front of the foot. Curve the foot going up and then back down towards the sole. Now in the ankle, we're going to add a curve. Let's tuck the back leg in behind. We'll start underneath the tail, curve this down and out towards the heel. Bend the foot coming down and then out towards the right. Let's draw that same half circle along the top of the foot. We're going to go up and then back down. Let's separate the ankle with a curve. Now we'll follow that same curve across the top of the foot. Let's go back up and add some detail to the eyes. We're going to start on the left side. Start by curving this up and then down towards the bottom. And then when we move down, draw the right side, going up and then out. Let's pull the pupils towards the left side. So up here, we're going to draw an oval, coming around. Do the same thing on the right. Now on the back, we're going to draw a half circle going in behind the arm and then down for the shell. And then we'll add some bumps across the back of the head. Let's start in between the brow and the cheek, going out and then in. Add another one, and then one more across the bottom of the cheek. Now with our rough sketch in place, let's go back and erase some of these guidelines. And while we're doing that, I want to take a quick moment to introduce the pencil we're using in today's lesson. This is the Nik Pro Mechanical Pencil. The 5-piece set comes complete with 5 drafting pencils, 4 tubes of lead refills for all the different sizes, 2 erasers, also 9-piece eraser refills, 2 lead sharpeners, with a pack of colored leads. And all of this is neatly packed in a gift storage box. Now since I started using this pencil back in 2023, it's really changed the level of my drawings. The heavier weight of the pencil has helped me create smoother and more controlled lines. And with the wide variety of lead sizes, I can easily transition from high detail to smooth shading. And Nik Pro also has a fun color set for those who want something a little bit more lightweight. I used to think that all pencils are created equal, but since using this Nik Pro mechanical pencil, it's been a game changer for my art. Now if you want to give this pencil a try, I'll leave the link in the description below. And now let's get back to today's lesson. Now you want to use a rough sketch as a guide to help us add some more details on top. Let's start by tracing out the nose. We're going to start from the very top and just work our way around. Now with these lines, I want to create a little bit of weight across the bottom. So it's going to thicken up those lines across the bottom of the body. I'm just going to add the nostrils across the top right, these thin ovals. And we're going to work our way across the eyes, starting with the one on the left, going up towards the brow. And we go thicker across the top, almost like mimicking a shadow. Add a small highlight along the top of each eye. I just want to trace the inside of the iris for the pupil going in behind that highlight. And it'll darken up the pupils. And I'm just going to lightly shade in the outside of the iris. Now with the cheeks, we're going to blend this in towards the bottom of the mouth, coming down. Let's finish off that trim on the top. And let's darken up the top of the mouth. Now we're just going to work our way across the body, starting with the arm in the front. We can go thicker with the lines across the wrist and just tapering in towards the side of the body. Now here we want to start adding some shape to the hands. We can just rough in the thumb first, coming down and up. Then just add a bracket on the end. And go back and just thicken that up. Now you want to wrap the fingers around the thumb. So we're going to start from the inside, going around, go around that bracket, bend the finger, coming back in. I'm just going to layer the fingers going up towards the top of the hand. Now with the back, I want to fold the thumb on top of the hand. So we're just going to curl this around and back up. So add the palm. Now going back to the bottom of the wrist, we're going to curl the fingers, going around towards the top, come down, and then back up. And let's layer 2 more fingers in behind, going around the thumb. And we'll go back and just trace this out. Now around the ankle, I'm just going to add that thick cuff. So I'm just going to go across in behind the foot. Just going to round out the end, and then bend that back in. And work our way down towards the bottom of the heel. I'm going to add some shape to the bottom of the foot. So we're going to separate the heel coming in, go up, and then round out the toe. I'm just going to trace this along the top of the sole. And do the same thing across the back leg. Let's have that thick cuff going around. And we'll just round out the heel. Add a little bit more shape to the bottom of the foot. Now once we finish tracing out our contours, I'm going to go back and just finish cleaning up our drawing. Now we're going to move to the side edge of our pencil and add some various tones. Just going to fill the inside of those bumps across the back of the head. Also darken out the bottom of the shell and then fading that up towards the highlight. I'm also going to darken out the bottom of the foot just to push this into shadow. And then to give our character some form, we're going to start adding some shadows across the bottom edge. So the shadows will sit along the bottom of the character. I'm just going to blend that up. And once we finished our shading, we'll wrap up our drawing by signing our artwork, and that's pretty much it. There's a cartoon illustration of Yoshi from Super Mario. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, please make sure you subscribe because I'm posting new lessons every single day. And if you want more details on the art supplies we used, I'll leave a list with links in the description below. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.